What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with John. I hope you had a great weekend. Get your coffee, get your tea. Cheers to you. If you enjoy these videos, as always, drop a coffee emoji in the comments down below or say Coffee John. I see Bitcoin took a little bit of a dip today. We got a few things to talk about. And by the way, make sure you follow me on X. I do X Spaces now. We did one last night. We had a pretty large turnout. So if you want to follow me and also stay up to date with what I'm, thinking, or you want to see some spaces there, definitely check it out. Now let's go to crypto news. Let's see what's going on out there. Okay. So it looks like there's some FUD. Let's actually read this article. All right. See, I think this is the attempt of the whales to manipulate. Let's see if we can share this. All right. Fed's Kashkari says almost no one uses crypto for payments. I mean, no crap. We're not there yet for adoption. Let's read further. During a recent week in Wisconsin, Neil Kashkari, president and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, stated that crypto is used for very few transactions. People are buying and selling crypto, but they're not paying for goods and services. I would paying for goods and services right now in crypto would be the worst timing. The bull market's here. We just started. People are holding it for profits as an investment. They're not using it to go get a haircut or buy coffee at Starbucks or go food shopping at their local supermarket. See, this is where the FUD gets beginners. But if you're watching my channel, you're already aware of what's going on. See, this is a manipulation ploy, a tactic that the feds use every single time. They did this last cycle as well. They make it seem like crypto's utility is not there, the market's dying, stay away. And then as soon as you believe it and say, okay, fine, they pump it back up. They say Bitcoin's going to $1 million. They say crypto's the best thing since sliced bread on a peanut butter and jelly, and they say, okay, great, now get in after everything surges, and you're like, what the hell just happened? I can't believe they lied to me, and not realize everything is about like timing, political shift. Like they're trying to get you to do one thing and then do another. It's all manipulation. And you'll see in due time, like this is how it works in a market. If you want to get a large amount of people to do something, you got to cause fear or disrupt their line of thinking, sway them. And then once they go in that direction, now the door's open for you because now the prices are cheaper to get back in. This is how they work. This is how they operate. And just remember, they're working with millions and billions of dollars. So they can afford to get in at a much cheaper price than you. They don't want to risk getting in late, so they're going to fudge you. But let's keep going. The Fed official has long been a critic of crypto. Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. He stated that the industry was mainly comprised of fraud, hype, and noise back in 2022, which obviously that was the big bear market. Bitcoin hit 15.5K. Ethereum hit $900. We saw many rug pulls take place. Solana also took a big hit that year before it recovered. So yeah, it was one of the worst bear markets probably in history. I say worse according to what retail's perception is. For me, it was the best thing I've ever seen because it was a great buying opportunity that led me to, change my life or put myself on that path to change my life, as well as Discord and the members who are with me. And by the way, if you do want to join Discord, you want to see my buy alerts, my sell alerts, the next call, join the VIP live streams. We did one this past Saturday. Or you want to just join a group of diverse investors who also want to be financially free, which many this past couple of weeks have already made 6 figures, and many have made multi-7 figures already. Then I encourage you to join my Discord. I'll put a link in the pinned comments down below. But moving on, he says, earlier this year, he questioned Bitcoin's utility, arguing that it cannot function as either a currency or an investment. He previously dismissed the largest crypto as a tool for speculation. Okay. Even though Bitcoin was initially supposed to act as digital cash, its proponents later came up with the digital gold narrative after the flagship crypto failed to gain substantial traction with merchants. I I mean, yes and no. Like they're trying to be a scalable 1.0 blockchain. They failed, but their vision is being digital gold. Again, a hedge against inflation. The dollar is clearly dying. It's very heavily inflated, manipulative, and you need a reserve currency, which I think Bitcoin is the best way to do it. Gold is fine. Gold hit an all-time high recently. I like it, but it's not portable. Bitcoin is portable. You can go anywhere in the world with it. It's the same price wherever you go. Gold, like no one's going to the store to buy coffee or go to the supermarket and get groceries with gold, right? It's the same thing. He's saying crypto's not being used for payments. No one's going out to use gold for payments either. And yet gold just hit an all-time high. So this is why I say don't listen to the majority of whales out here. Just stay the course. And it's important to be part of a group too, because you want to bounce your thoughts off, people who have been here already. That said, crypto analyst Adam, who has become an influential voice within the community, believes that the significance of crypto payments is actually underestimated. I agree. He described Khashoggi's comments as daft and short-sighted. Yes, I agree. He pointed out to the fact that payment giant Stripe has forked out a whopping $1.1 billion in order to acquire stablecoin startup Bridge. And also, don't forget BlackRock. If you saw the other episode we just did, they're coming out with their own stablecoin to compete with USDT Tether. So BlackRock, one of the largest asset managers in the entire world, is in crypto, and in crypto pretty deep. So if they are in it after they said they weren't interested years ago, I'm pretty sure crypto is getting more adoption. So this is what I'm saying, like grain of salt, right? As noted by Corinne, stablecoin payments are one of the main use cases of blockchain technology, since they're capable of removing manipulative middlemen, yes, and allowing for low-cost remittance while also strengthening the dominance of the U.S. dollar. Yes, this guy gets it. All right, so let's see what else we could find. What do you guys think about that? I personally agree with the second person. The other guy just seemed like he was a hater. He probably missed some bottom entries. It happens a lot, to be honest. But let's see. Coinbase files request targeting. All right, let's see what this is real quick before we get into crypto bubbles and the fear and greed. Let's make sure I'm sharing it. Okay, I am. Coinbase files FOIA request targeting FDIC over crypto banking restrictions. All right. Freedom of Information Act, seeking clarity. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because the SEC was trying to target them and say they were having securities with no reasoning behind it, just open claim that had nothing inside of it. It was just like, hey guys, you're selling securities. Okay, how? Which ones? Why? Because you are. It's like that person, that friend or that critic you have in your group, or they say, hey, you're dumb. Okay, why? What'd I do? You're just dumb. Okay, thanks. Don't care. Like, it's the same thing here. So Brian Armstrong doing this, by the way, he's the founder of Coinbase, the CEO rather. That's good. You want to see these people stand up to, these agencies. So I definitely agree with this. The second request is related to, okay, so they're just trying to get clarity. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Let's see what the fear and greed is now. Do you guys think we're going to get regulation this year coming up, or you think it's going to be mostly next cycle? Drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm just very curious what you guys think. So crypto, fear, and greed. Let's pull this up. Get rid of the ads. All right. So it looks like we're still in greed. 72, which, like I said before, that means Bitcoin is in the green. Now, altcoins are still flat. So usually I say when this is up, don't buy, just wait, which is true for Bitcoin because Bitcoin controls the market. The Bitcoin dominance is almost, 58, 59% naturally. It's the most trusted, biggest crypto, best resume, and it's being used. It's being utilized. They have ETS for it. I can talk forever on Bitcoin. Fundamentally, not flawed. It's decentralized, proof of work, no team behind it, no large allocation to anybody, and no one can change it or migrate it. So it's very, very strong. But again, so Bitcoin, if you're thinking of buying it, I would not buy it today. If you have a very little money, if you have a lot of money, you want less risk, okay, fine, you do you. But now's the time to find the flat altcoins that are actually here in the red. Which, by the way, I want to say real quick, because we just finished this anyway. A lot of people are getting concerned about certain cryptos because this one's moving, but this one's not. This one must be dead. This one must not be. And they're chasing pumps and selling their consolidated bags. Okay, narratives take off at different times. A lot of cryptos can be flat for a long time, then out of nowhere go up like crazy. Try to refrain from being this emotional investor who's trying to chase confirmation bias. I said it many times. If you chase the green to buy a pump, that short-lived feeling of great, I bought a good crypto is going to turn to regret when you see people who bought low take profits and that price dips by 30, 50%. Then you're going to be concerned. And then you're going to see that pick you just sold go up after it's been consolidated for many months. I've seen this happen many times, and a lot of beginners make that mistake. So don't look for shiny object syndrome. Have some different plays, some utility, some memes, whatever you want to do for you. Okay. I have a mix of everything in my portfolio. I have memes, I got utility, I got layer ones. I got a very broad, diverse, strong portfolio, which has been very successful for me. And my Discord, shout out to them, have been crushing it. Crushing it. I'm so proud of them. I really am. And I'm glad our group is not that big because it's very like it feels very one-on-one-ish, like I'm talking to them in a bar or something. It's very cool. But again, this is not the time to get vision for everything. You want to be focused on one or two plays at a time. Build your bags, see what's down, make sure you believe in it, research it, and then apply. And I was giving advice to a beginner yesterday on the X space. I was telling him, listen, don't be asking the question of what's the next 20x, what's the next 50x, because on that you're just shopping at prices alone. It's like going to the mall and saying, I don't care about buying jeans or shirts. I just want to buy whatever is cheap out there that can be the best bang for my buck. It's not a great question, right? It's the wrong frame of mind. You want to be like, okay, what can I get into right now? Do I want a layer one? Okay, sure. Which one's the best right now? Which one's the best bargain and best fundamentally? Which one's got a good roadmap, good team? Or if it's a meme, okay, what's the best market cap to benefit ratio? Which one has the best risk, versus the reward? Which one's got an active team? Which one is maybe under the radar right now? So these are questions to ask. And again, I said it in previous videos, don't chase the 50, 100x. I mean, I know we just made up over 50x on Turbo alone, but those don't happen for every meme coin. Most of them actually don't do that well. And same utilities. Some go up a crazy gain and then some come down. What I will say is this, to make that 50, 100x, you can have it in the back of your head, but don't be thinking every play you get into has to be a grand slam. Make that first 5x, hell, the first 3x, then a 10x, 20x, 30x. You don't always have to chase that grand slam. Maybe it's me, I'm biased. I came from stocks where a 2x is great. And also a 2x usually comes in 10 years with the S&P 500. They think those are good gains over there, which they're not wrong. They are. But our brains here in crypto are so warped to think like if you don't make 100x or a 50x, your crypto is bad. No, it's not. There's plenty of successful investors and traders who've made many 5x's, many 10x's, 20x's, 30x's, and they're killing it. They're crushing it. So just try to reframe, be patient, and don't be so like, I have to find the best lottery and hit it big. When you're too much of a risk taker, the market will humble you and you're going to regret not being a little bit more methodical and organized. So I just want to say that. Think of it as the tip of the day. Let's get into CoinMarketCap now. Let's see what's going on. If you guys enjoy these videos, by the way, just leave a like. It definitely helps the channel out for sure, and it lets me know as well that you guys enjoy these videos. So I like that they redid the homepage. I don't have to click on Bitcoin dominance anymore, which is awesome. They have it right here, 57%, and Ethereum is 14%. The overall market cap is 2.34 trillion. And although the fear and greed is a little off, because most sites say it's around 72, it is still showing it's in greed from here. Coin market cap tends to be off many times, so just keep that in mind. No site's perfect. Always fact check your work and with different sites. Let's see what's trending. Colossus. Okay, looks like a fish. Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, Pepe. All right. Turbo is still in the top 20 for trending. All right, cool. I just realized I was not sharing this, so I'll just show you guys my screen real quick. This is what's trending right now. And now let's get into the charts. Let's check out Bitcoin first because Bitcoin controls the market. Like I said, you want to see where Bitcoin's at. Okay. Bitcoin. I mean, it's still very strong. 67, 68K. This is, the last all-time high was 69K last cycle, besides the 74K this cycle. So this is very good. It's consolidating nicely. It's trying to find another consolidation here as per the chart. Past month, it's still up a lot. Past year, it's doing great. Look, didn't I say the sentiment was going to be 70% soon, 70-30? And I was right. Now, I did say it was going to hit 70K. It actually hit that at 69K. You see what I mean? Sentiment is directly correlated to price action. They see this, they're happy. They see, well, I guess they see this, they're like, oh, it's bad. You see what I mean? Retail is very easy to predict. Every time Bitcoin goes up 1K, this percentage goes up higher and higher. Let's go to Ethereum next. So Ethereum is still in this range of 26. It still really hasn't. I mean, it broke 27 yesterday. But again, this is going to eventually be 50-50 when it breaks 3,000. I'm telling you for a fact it's going to happen. Bitcoin hit it, and now Ethereum's going to eventually reach that as well. So yeah, 7 days, it is up 2%. Past month, up 4%. All right, let's move on to Solana. Let's see how Solana's doing now. Solana's been on a tear. My God. It was literally like 130 a week ago. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. 7 days ago. Okay, 155. I think it was a month ago. Wow. I thought it was even lower than that. Maybe I was. Wait. Yeah, it did come. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, 135. So Solana's already up $30. It's pretty impressive. And the sentiment went up 1% as well. Again, because the price went up in 7 days. So obviously this goes up as well. See how it follows it? Retail does not change their behavior. People are very it's a very rare asset for a person to change their habits overnight. You really can't change your habits overnight. You have to actually work at it, which is why retail continuously loses money every time. So let's see some of our plays. So I made a post today on MAP token and Turbo and Moonwell. You see how MAP token just formed a new higher low? Look, it was 26 cents not too long ago. It went to 76 cents. And now people that just traded this thing for 3x whatever, they're going to regret this because now this is the new floor. 50 cents, 55 cents. I would say 50 cents is the new floor. There's no more 40-cent math, 30-cent math. That's gone. Could it come back? Maybe on a huge crash, but I doubt it. They're burning the supply, very scarce. It's in Web3. It's a DApp platform and also a multi-chain wallet for 200 plus blockchains. They're backed by Binance Labs and other VCs. First cycle on Coinbase. People are going to regret not buying us below $1. It's going to be a two-figure coin this cycle. Mark my words. but you'll see it happen in due time. The sentiment is going to get more bullish as we break closer and closer to $1. Do not fade this below $1. Even $1 is going to be a great entry for this crypto by the end of this cycle. You heard it here first. Moving on to Moonwell. This one retested its previous all-time high of 7 cents and change right here. Literally 2 days ago. It cooled off. And again, look at the chart on the month. It was less than 3 cents. And now it's going to be a higher low. I don't even see this one going below 4.5 cents again. You see how utility coins, they always, not always, but a lot of them during the time of the bull cycle, they form higher lows. Every time you sell for a 2x or you wait too long to get into a crypto that you're researching, you're missing out on the multipliers. Every X is disappearing. So maybe you missed that first 2x. Doesn't mean you're late. I mean, this one is only 168 million market cap. Full dilution, sub 300 mil. I see this one going to multi-billions in market cap. But people that wait too long, they're going to wait until this thing breaks 10 cents before they get in. And I said it too. Anything at 10 cents or below for Moonwell is a legendary entry. Legendary. It's going to be in the dollars at the end of this cycle. $2 to $3 easy. Upwards of $5. It's not going to be in the pennies for long. This is a legendary entry for Moonwell. It's in Base. Base just surpassed Arbitrum and Binance Smart Chain. Aerodrome is in Base. Base is growing rapidly. And this is the DeFi lending protocol for Base and Optimism, with the founder being a Coinbase employee with a great resume. I'm just saying. This does not lie. Let's move on to ArtBlock, which a great discount. I'm actually looking to add even more ArtBlock despite my huge bag in ArtBlock, because when I see discounts like this, I know people are literally just getting exhausted from it. They, maybe bought at like the $4 range and they're like, what the hell is going on? And whenever I see that kind of behavior for a crypto that I believe in, especially on a dip like this, I buy. And right now I'm just waiting for some more funds to roll in. But if it stays right here, this is on my radar. 150 million market cap. And just like Moonwell, a sub 300 million market cap that I also think is going multi-billions in market cap. This is all the supply you're going to see in circulation, which means every dollar it scales is only a 98 million market cap, which means $10 is a 1 billion market cap. I see ArtBlock getting to $50 to $80 minimum this cycle. That's been my target for this whole cycle. ArtBlock, do not fade this play. People are going to sleep on this, literally. They already are. They're dumping it right now as we speak. Whoever is buying and loading up at this price is going to be rewarded heavily. Mark my words. But, people are going to look at this. They're going to say, oh, no, it's bad. And not realize it was 7 cents a year ago. And this is just the tip of the iceberg as to where it's going to go. Let's move on. Let's see where Caspa's at. I see Caspa just got back to 13 cents. Not bad. I said it before. The sentiment, it's still pretty bullish. If you're looking to reduce your average because you bought, say, at 20 cents or 17 cents, this is probably a good time to buy Caspa. I think it's a good hedge when it comes to layer ones, especially if you want more gains than Ethereum and Solana. And when it comes to, or compares to rather, Cardano, Avalanche, Multiverse X, Tron, Caspa is the best layer one out there for gains, for safety, and fundamentals. So I really don't see any layer one giving Caspa a run for its money aside from Solana. Solana, I think, is going to do extremely well, but Caspa is a much smaller market cap, and it still has the catalyst of being listed, hopefully, on these tier one exchanges, which could happen in 2025. We'll keep a closer eye on it. But yeah, Caspa hit 21 cents not too long ago. I believe, back in July of this year. And when it wakes up, it tends to wake up pretty aggressively. So we'll see what happens with this one. But again, it's on a nice dip. And if you're looking to bring your average down, it's probably a pretty good price to be looking at. So I'm personally watching to see if it hits 10 cents. I have a feeling that probably won't hit, but we'll see. Moving on, we got Aerodrome. Let's see how this one's doing. $1.21, not bad. Oh, the screen's not sharing. $1.21, not bad. Looks like it's cooling off just a bit with the rest of the market. It's down 15% in a day. Again, in a week, rather. If you're looking to add to this play, this is probably a good time to start looking at it for a DCA opportunity. It's still up 45% in the past month. It'd be great to see if it gets below $1 again, but I think this one's a great dip to be eating up. Aerodrome tends to recover very fast, and 15% down is definitely a decent discount. Another good chart. Let's see, potential towel. Let's see how this one's doing. One of my favorite blue chip hedges in my portfolio. I think potential towel is very safe. I think it's very trendy with AI and the scarcity of this coin, plus the utility and the niche. I think cannot be stated enough. It's pretty much as scarce as Bitcoin, 21 million supply. It actually does have the same supply as Bitcoin. And yes, it's a 12 billion market cap, which is a pretty large cap, but I still see potential Tau becoming a four-figure coin easily this cycle. I have it going to a 2K to 5K range, which could be almost a 10x from this price. So yes, it's expensive, but the way I would frame it from your point of view is it's cheaper than Solana, it's cheaper than Ethereum, and cheaper than Bitcoin, and it's a little bit different than layer ones like Solana. It's an AI and it is a little expensive, but it does have a lot of room for growth. So I just want to say that. And it's also a fixed supply versus Solana. Solana is not. It's inflationary. So just something different to look at. Let's pull up Penguin, PNG, another multi-chain DEX that I saw had a nice run recently. Let's actually see where it is now on the charts. So Penguin is up 7% on the day. And then the past week, it's still a little flat. This is the green candle right here I'm talking about. It went to 28 cents. And this one again, like it just showed us what it can do, very quickly, right? And then this market just dumped a little bit. But this is the power of utility coins that are very scarce. When they have a low supply in this range and versatile use case for, it's a multi-chain DEX for Avalanche, Flare, Evmo, Songbird, and it's a micro cap. It doesn't take much buying pressure to send this soaring. So Penguin PNG, I'm still bullish on this one. Let's move on. LCX. So I want to confirm LCX is not migrating to Cardano. Shout out to Nia. One of my members showed me an article, a conversation rather within LCX's Discord. So they're just working with Cardano to list their tokens on LCX. They're partnering with Cardano. They're not migrating to Cardano. I know there's been a lot of FUD and concerns about it because they've been, saying different things in Telegram, but I'm still bullish on LCX. Despite what's being said out there, I still like it. I'm still holding it. And I think at this price on this dip, because of the FUD, it's probably going to get eaten up pretty quick when people realize that they're not migrating to Cardano. And 23% down. That's a great discount. If you look at the year chart, it went to almost an all-time high this year at like around 40 cents and then dipped down. So I think LCX at this price could be a very good DCing opportunity. Let's check out GFI. GFI is on a nice dip, $1.85, 10% down in the week, 21% in the month. I think this crypto, which is in DeFi as well, backed by Coinbase, backed by BlackRock, this one's probably a very good discount to be looking at. Obviously, the best entry would be below $1, but I do not think GFI is going below $1 again. That entry, unfortunately, is gone. But yeah, this is a great dollar cost averaging opportunity, especially if you've been watching Goldfinch for a while. Let's move on to Forta. I see Forta is still at the 11-cent range. Cybersecurity to me, when it gets exposure, is going to do very well. I'm hoping they announce soon that they're going to make their token deflationary because it is a max supply of just 1 billion. It's finite. They announced they're never going to have a migration and they're bridging to their own chain, which means they're going to be used for gas. which I'm pretty sure means deflationary. So we'll find out more information on this one. Polyswarm, another complement to Forta, cybersecurity, really good tokenomics, fully diluted, also a max supply, which is great. This one's on a nice dip for the past 7 days, and this one's consolidating nicely. This one can easily hit like $1 at the end of the cycle, which would be a nice 50x gain on this one. Let's pull up a left IM, another play in the DID AI space. It's DPIN infrastructure for AI. Think of it as the back-end technology from which dApps are going to be on, the actual framework. This one's a very important crypto. It complements Art Block very well. I see it's up a decent amount in the past 7 days, almost a 2x for us. And yeah, this is a great play that I think is going to obliterate the previous all-time highs. It's a scarce supply. This is not the real supply. This is because they burned it just like Math Token. And this one's going to be in the multi-dollars by the end of this cycle as well. It's only 124 million market cap. People underestimate utility coins on exchanges like Coinbase and Binance and don't realize the majority of beginners and normies are going to flood the exchanges and buy these cheap tokens. That's why everybody wants the exchange listings, because they know retail will flood them. So keep that in mind. But let's see how the meme coins are doing. Turbo is holding very strong at this penny range. It barely dips below it. See, it's at that 9.8 range. I can't believe we got into this at 18 mil market cap. I mean, this market cap is literally insane. But you're still very early too. You're still very early when you compare it to altcoin season, where I think it's going to be anywhere from a 7 billion to a 35 billion market cap. So you're still early in that sense. Obviously, you have to wait longer though. If you're going to get in at around the all-time high, which this is close to it, you have to understand you have to wait longer than people like, say, me, who can take profits whenever we want because we got in earlier. We took the gamble and the risk to buy cheaper. That's the trade-off you make when you wait too long to buy crypto. You feel good because it ran up and it confirms that it might be a good play, but then you're like, what the hell? When can I take profits? Well, that's the trade-off of waiting so long. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, Turbo, I think it's going to be on Coinbase really anytime soon. I still think Q1 of this year of 2025 coming up because international Coinbase already sets on futures there, or it's going to be listed on futures on October 24th. And I think it's only a matter of time before it even gets to Coinbase regular. And it could be around Christmas time of this year, but I still think it's going to be early Q1 of next year. If we move on to Hoppy. Hoppy looks like it's cooling off just a bit. It's still around this 90 to 100 mil market cap range, which again, Hoppy, a nice dip, 20% on the day. I feel like people are trying to chase new meme coins right now. So if you're looking at Hoppy and you missed this last run up, which was pretty massive, this might be a good time to DCA into Hoppy, especially if you see this big dip on the day. So yeah, something to consider. I'm very bullish on Hoppy. I think it's going to run up like Turbo personally. And then Draghi, this one tends to follow Hoppy a lot. I see it also dip down to an 8 million market cap. My Discord got into this at around, I think, 3 mil. So it's a nice little, 4x give or take from their entry. And, this one has been making some good gains in the past month. So it's definitely riskier than Hoppy. Like if someone asked me, hey, what's one night rider I should get into? I would definitely say Hoppy's your best, quote unquote, safest bet out of meme coins for that narrative. But Draghi is not bad. They're pretty active on X. So yeah, just a few meme coins there. Obviously, you can tell I'm primarily utility coin based. I'm 95% utility, 5% memes. I do like memes. I think they're going to have a very strong narrative, strong effect this cycle. But I'm also still very cautious because as much as we see meme coins go up, a lot of the founders of these coins also know people are like buying it. So they go, okay, now's the time to try to get them, right? And you just never know which meme coin is going to be the next rug. It does happen a lot. They hide behind saying, hey, we're going to migrate to V2 for this reason. And the majority of retail and beginners don't realize that's them literally saying, I'm taking my money and I'm starting a new crypto to take more money from them. So again, this is why it's important to be aware of what's going on, understand the terminology behind what's said, and always be asking questions. And like I said, be a part of a group because it really does help during times like this where there's uncertainty in the market and there's different narratives, different niches, and confusion with Bitcoin and why it's going up, why altcoins are flat, why these are going up, but these aren't. You have to be surrounding yourself around like-minded people. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. Is your portfolio in the red today or the green? Drop your comments down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you next time.